Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the world. Welcome along to the wilds of Suffolk. Thank you very much for being here. For those who it's your first time here, welcome along. This is what it's all about. I walk along in beautiful locations such as this, really beautiful locations, and talk about things that are in the public consciousness, things that are happening in the world, and I give my thoughts and opinions on it. And for all those returning subscribers, all 636 of you now, amazingly, thank you so much for being here. One and all, I can't thank you enough. It really is an honor and a privilege to serve you in my capacity as, whatever my capacity is, content creator, shit speaker, whatever it is, that's what I'm here for. So, welcome. So today, I'm just going to touch on a couple of things because I had a bit of a realization the other day. I was talking with my wife, and We've had some struggles in our life, as most of us have, I would think. We've been through some stuff. We've had some good times. We've had some bad times, as everybody has, I'm sure. But the realization came when I'm looking at the state of the world. And, I've spoken about this many, many times on this channel, about the state of the world and how things are shaking out. And there's a lot of panic in the world, and it's not just from people like me and you who are seeking answers to the ridiculousness of what's happening in the world. But it is, there's a real ramping up of tension in the world, as we all know. You can see it for yourself, you can feel it. So I was talking with my wife the other day, and we were talking about the good times, the bad times, and the hard times, and the struggles, and I had a realization. I thought, you know what, everything we've been through, and there's been some shit. There has been some horrible, horrible shit that we've been through. All of it is all serving a purpose. It sounds ridiculous, doesn't it? Of course it does. It's ridiculous. Serving a purpose. The shit that I have to go through is serving me a purpose. Now, if we go back some time ago, I've done some videos. I've done lots of videos about lots of different subjects, but as I've said before, they all tie together in some way, okay? Now, I did a video some time ago talking about coincidence. Is there such a thing as coincidence? And we've come to realise that there's no such thing as coincidence, of course. Everything is exactly as it should be, and this is the thing. And I try and reiterate this to people all the time. It's no accident that you are here. It's no accident that you are exactly where you are. You are exactly where you are supposed to be. There's no accident. There's no coincidence. There's nothing like that. It is all, you are exactly where you're supposed to be. Now, when we relate that in terms of how things are in the world at the moment, where the lunacy that we're all living through, and we think about that there's no accident when all the shit that we've been through. Have you been through some shit? Horrible times, hard times? I know you have. Everybody has. But all those hard times were there for a reason. Okay. Everything that you've experienced, all the hard times, all the good times, everything that you've experienced in your life has all prepared you for the moment that we're living through right now. And I have people say to me all the time, "How can you be so positive? How can you keep on smiling through all this nonsense and the bullshit and the fear and the panic?" And I say to them, "Look, all the shit that I've been through, and it's been a lot, I'm still here, and so are you. You're still here. You're still here because all the things that you've been through were there to prepare you for the tough times in your life. And this is one of those times. The times that we're going through right now, where people are panicking, where there's a lot of fear and doubt and worry about the future and about the present, really. The people who are going to be most affected by this are the people who haven't learned or haven't looked at the lessons of their life, or they haven't examined those things, those life lessons that they have been through, and what they're supposed to mean, and what they're supposed to take away from it. Most of us don't. I'm as guilty as everybody. Don't get me wrong. But all these things, all these experiences, all the things that we come across, everything the people that we meet, the experiences we have, the tough times, like I say, everything in your life has prepared you for where you are. We are at a time in history where we're at a crossroads. There's been many of these times in history before where we've been at this crossroad, and let's just say that the will and the good for the people wasn't followed through on. Okay, do you want me to give you some examples of those times where we're at a crossroads, we're at a turning point in our civilization? Let's do that, shall we? Okay, so now I know there's going to be pushback from this one, okay, but I'm going to say it anyway. Okay, so if we go back in history, there's a book that most people have heard about, at least the Bible. There's a character in the Bible called Jesus. Now, if you're not religious, that's cool. Just listen up, because this makes sense, okay? Now, in history, there's been many writings about this person called Jesus or Jesus or whatever, however you want to pronounce it for the part of the world that he was supposed to be in. And these stories are meant to tell a story. A story about how we should be. Now, religion has bastardized those stories and used these books, the Bible and other holy books, as a form of control over the people. Okay? But the stories in the Bible are there for a reason. They're there to tell a story. Okay? Now, Jesus was standing against, well, the story of Jesus, let's put it that way. Okay? He was standing against the tyranny of the oppressive government at the time, and what did they do? They killed him. So there was an opportunity there for people to break out of the paradigm that we've been in, but unfortunately we weren't ready. Okay. Then we've had other truth tellers along the way. John Lennon was speaking about peace and trying to do away with war and getting people together. He was killed too, unfortunately. So there was another failure. But there's been many along the way. JFK wanted to break up the CIA and do some other things as well. Obviously, JFK wasn't all good, but no one is. No one's all good. No one is all good. I don't care how good they are. Now, what's the point of this? What's the point of the story? All right. The times that we're living through right now are going to get a lot tougher. A lot tougher. They are. There's no way that we can avoid it. It is, We've lived through a pandemic, and now we have to live through the economic downturn that has, as a result of the pandemic, that we haven't even started yet. That's coming. It's coming as we speak. But that's the thing that we're gearing up for now, is the economic backlash of what we've been living through for the past year and a half, and how that's going to affect the world and our place in it. Good afternoon. How are we doing? Right. So the economic downturn is the thing that we need to look out for now, with the corner that we're turning. Good afternoon. How are we doing? All right. Talking to myself. So, with everything that we're living through, and with all the things that you've been through personally, and all the things that I've been through personally, have made you strong enough for the period that we're about to go through now. I've said before, if you've watched my last video about the fraud, corruption, and the end of the financial system, things are going to get pretty ugly. Now, there's lots of talk about something called NESARA and GESARA. That is the, see if I can remember the, I'm just going to think of the acronym now. Afternoon, how are we doing?
Lovely day.
Isn't it? It's beautiful. So I think it was the North American, I can't even think, NESARA, GESARA, look it up, you'll see what I mean. Now, NESARA, GESARA was supposed to be a plan that was implemented under JFK in the 60s, which was debt cancellation, a bunch of other things as well. That never happened, because obviously JFK got assassinated. And then it was supposed to happen again, 2001, I think it was, September. Something like that. September 11th, maybe, somewhere around there, was supposed to be signed again into law, but no, it didn't happen then either, strangely enough. But we're going through a period that's going to be very, very tough economically, financially, for most people. So, if you're aware of what's coming, which is what I've tried to do with this channel, and make people aware of what's coming, then you can prepare as best you can. I mean, it's the best preparation you can do is to be mentally prepared. I mean, having food and water and all that kind of thing is one thing, but if you're not mentally prepared to handle what's going to be thrown at us with the events that are going to be coming about in the coming days, weeks, months, days, weeks, months, then I'd be concerned about your mental health. It is going to be a very, very stressful period, very, very stressful time in our history, and mental preparation is key to making sure that you come out of this. At least just standing and not crawling, or not come out of this, as the case may be. We're going to go through a very tough period this winter. There will be a lot of people who don't make it. I'm not going to get into why that is. I think we all know why that is. There's going to be a lot of people who don't make it, which is going to affect us all very, very negatively. But we have to be mentally strong to come out of this. Because at the end of the day, when we get to the other side of this, the people who have no idea what's going on, who have had no idea what's been going on all this time, have no idea who the players are, what's been involved, they're going to turn to people like you, like me, for answers, because they're not going to be able to find them anywhere else. So this mental preparation, this period that we have right now for this mental preparation for what's coming, is vital. It's vital for us all, and especially for those of us who see what's going on, because as we move through this period of darkness, and it will be very, very dark, we're going to have to be strong for the people around us that can't see it. So it's a bit of a dark subject, I know, but it's important to talk about mental preparation. You know, physical preparation of growing food and water and all that kind of jazz is one thing, and it might keep you alive. But if mentally you're not in a place where you can handle long periods with uncertainty, doubt, fear, worry, lack of food, availability of medicines, all those kind of things, if the worst was to happen, then that's going to play a big part mentally how you deal with all this. And mentally is what's going to get you. Mentally is what's going to get you. So be prepared. Be prepared. I've said before as well, we're going to go into a period, I think probably October here in the UK, that we're going to be locked down again. Well, they're going to look for an excuse to do it. I'm not sure what that excuse is going to be just yet, but it's happening. It will happen. And I think October, we're looking at possible shutdown of the internet and possibly power as well. They're using lots of excuses to why this could happen, which is like sun activity, volcanoes, Russia probably, who knows? Who knows what excuse they're going to come up with to talk this off. But something is coming, and I know you can feel it, because otherwise you wouldn't be here looking for answers, as I am. I'm constantly looking, reading, listening to information to find out how and when the event is happening, because it is happening. Now today is Friday, the 24th I think it is, and today is also the day that the Maricopa County election audit results come out. I'm expecting something pretty damning to come out of this, and if and when it does come out today, I mean, we've been put off for so long. If and when it does come out, and it is damning, and I'm pretty sure it will be, I think there could be an opportunity for someone, I'm not going to say who that is, to do something that could possibly take down the internet or electricity. So keep an eye out for that as well. So today's the day. Let's see what happens. Let's see if they're going to release the audit results for a start, and if they do, what they show. Now, all that said, it is a beautiful day here. It is an incredible day, as is every day. Whether the sun's shining or whether it's raining, it doesn't really matter. Every day is beautiful. And the moment that we have, just take a moment. See this moment here? It's the only moment you ever have. The moment that you're living right now. Forget about tomorrow. Forget about yesterday. Right now. This is it. This is your moment. What are you going to do in your moment? You're going to live it? You're going to let it pass? Wait until tomorrow to live your moment? Your moment's now. You don't get another one. This is it. make the most of it. Get out there and make the most of it. Do something to improve the world. Even if it's just going out and smiling and saying hello to people, that's improving the world. It's making the world a better place just by being there. So go out into the world, do some good. Do good and be good. Look after yourself and look after each other. And I promise you, you'll make the world a better place through your actions. All right. That's my gig for the day. That's all I'm going to do. But it's just, all I want to say to you is, there is a lot of us who see what's going on. You're not alone. Okay? You're not alone. There's a lot of us, and we will come out the other side of this because you're strong enough, because everything in your life that's happened to you, the good, the bad, the ugly, has prepared you for what's coming. Use that. Keep a smile on your face, and you'll sail through this, I promise. All right. Love you lots. Thanks so much for being here. Really appreciate it. And I look forward to seeing you real soon. Take care. Ciao for now.